Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Hello, we're happy you're here.
Before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.
And if today's topic feels personal to you, share your thoughts in the comments.
Today we're talking about something almost everyone experiences.
Why do we care so much about what others think?
Thomas, why do you think we care so much about others' opinions?
I think it's deeply connected to social belonging. Humans are social creatures. For thousands of years, survival depended on being part of a group.
So, caring about reputation was necessary?
Exactly. If the group rejected you, survival became harder. So our brain developed sensitivity to social approval.
That makes sense biologically. But we don't live in small tribes anymore. We live in modern societies.
True, but the brain hasn't evolved that fast. It still reacts to rejection as if it's dangerous.
So is it mostly about validation?
Yes, validation is powerful. When someone approves of us, it feels rewarding. It increases confidence.
But doesn't that create dependency?
What do you mean?
If we depend too much on validation, we lose authenticity. We start acting in ways that please others, instead of acting in ways that feel true.
That's a good point. But total independence is unrealistic. We all need some level of approval.
What about reputation?
Reputation is social capital. It affects job opportunities, friendships, relationships. People judge reliability, honesty, and competence.
So caring about reputation can be strategic.
Yes,
But sometimes we confuse reputation with identity. We try to control how others see us, but perception is not fully controllable.
that's true. But perception still matters. If people misunderstand you, it can create real consequences.
Why does judgment feel so painful?
Because rejection activates similar brain areas as physical pain. Social pain is neurologically real,
So criticism feels personal.
very personal.
But I think sometimes we exaggerate judgment. People are often too busy thinking about themselves. They're not analyzing us as much as we think.
That's probably true. We overestimate how much others notice us.
Does social media make this worse?
Absolutely. Online platforms turn social approval into numbers. Likes, comments, followers.
So validation becomes measurable.
Exactly.
But I also think social media increases insecurity. We compare ourselves constantly.
Yes, comparison strengthens the need for validation.
So it becomes a cycle. Do you think it's possible not to care at all?
No, I don't believe complete indifference is healthy. Social awareness is important.
I disagree slightly. I think we can reduce how much we care, especially about strangers' opinions.
That's fair.
So, Thomas, how can we reduce the fear of judgment?
I think the first step is awareness.
Awareness of what?
Awareness that most judgment exists in our imagination. We often assume people are thinking about us more than they really are.
So we exaggerate the spotlight on ourselves.
Exactly. There's something called the spotlight effect. It means we believe we are being observed constantly. But in reality, people are focused on themselves.
That's comforting. But what if people actually are judging?
They might be, but judgment doesn't always equal consequence.
So being judged is not the same as being harmed.
Exactly.
What about real criticism?
Not all criticism is negative. Some feedback helps growth. The problem is emotional reaction, not criticism itself.
So the key is interpretation.
Yes,
But I think we also need boundaries. Not all opinions deserve attention, especially from people who don't know us well.
that's true. Source matters.
How can perspective help?
Ask yourself, will this matter in 1 year? Most social embarrassment disappears quickly. People forget.
That's powerful. But some reputational damage can last.
True, but that's rare compared to everyday anxiety.
First, confidence plays a role too.
Definitely. When your self-identity is strong, External opinions have less power.
So internal validation reduces external dependency.
Exactly.
But building confidence takes time. It's not a simple switch.
Yes. It's a process of small actions and self-acceptance.
Do you think fear of judgment can disappear completely?
No. But we can increase tolerance. Discomfort is part of growth.
So instead of avoiding judgment, we learn to handle it.
Exactly.
So the goal is not to stop caring completely,
The goal is to care wisely.
to choose whose opinion truly matters.
And whose doesn't?
Thomas, let me ask you something uncomfortable.
That sounds serious. Go ahead.
Are we living authentically, or are we performing for approval?
That's a powerful question. I think, honestly, we all perform sometimes. At work, we behave professionally. In social situations, we adjust our personality.
But is that performance or adaptation?
Good point. Maybe it's both.
I believe some level of adaptation is healthy. We can't act the same way with our boss and our best friend. That's social intelligence.
I agree. But sometimes adaptation turns into people-pleasing.
What do you mean?
When we constantly ask ourselves, will they like this? Instead of asking, do I like this?
That's true. Social media makes that worse.
Absolutely. Online, identity becomes curated. We show the most successful, confident version of ourselves. But that version is not always complete.
So we start performing even when no one is watching.
Exactly.
Do you think complete authenticity is possible?
Not completely. Society has rules and expectations. Total honesty could create conflict.
I slightly disagree. I think authenticity doesn't mean saying everything. It means not betraying your values.
That's a strong distinction.
So how do we know if we're performing too much?
When decisions are based only on external approval. If rejection terrifies you more than dissatisfaction, you might be performing.
That's deep.
It's uncomfortable, but true.
I think balance is the key again. Caring about others is human, but sacrificing identity is dangerous.
So the real question becomes, are we choosing our actions or reacting to expected judgment?
Maybe the problem isn't caring.
Maybe it's fearing disapproval too much.
So, authenticity requires courage.
And self-trust.
Thomas, can you remember a time when you performed for approval and later regretted it?
Yes, very clearly.
What happened?
A few years ago, I changed my career direction. Not because I wanted to.
Because of other people?
Yes. My friends believed a certain job was more prestigious. It had a better title and higher salary. Everyone said it was the smart choice.
And what did you feel?
I felt unsure, but I didn't want to look foolish. So I accepted it.
Did it make you happy?
At first, I felt proud. People congratulated me. I received validation.
But
But inside, I felt disconnected. The work didn't match my personality. I realized I had chosen reputation over authenticity.
do you regret it completely?
In some ways, yes. I lost time. I ignored my intuition.
But didn't you learn something valuable?
That's true. I learned that approval fades quickly, but dissatisfaction stays. What about you? Have you ever performed for approval?
Yes. Mine was more social than professional. I once pretended to enjoy certain activities because my friends liked them.
Like what?
A lifestyle that wasn't really mine. I changed the way I dressed, the way I spoke, even the opinions I expressed.
That sounds exhausting.
It was.
But isn't some adaptation normal? Social groups require compromise.
Yes, compromise is normal. But losing yourself is different.
That's true. What made you realize you were performing?
One night I felt anxious for no clear reason. Then I understood something. I wasn't living according to my values.
That awareness must have been uncomfortable.
Very. But I learned something important. Approval feels good, temporarily. Authenticity feels peaceful, long-term.
That's a powerful difference.
Yes,
So maybe regret teaches authenticity.
maybe.
Maybe discomfort is part of growth.
And maybe caring about opinions is not wrong, as long as we don't let them define us. Today, we talked about belonging, validation, and reputation.
We explored why social approval feels so powerful,
And we shared moments when we performed for others,
sometimes for success.
sometimes for acceptance.
We realized something important.
Belonging is human.
Wanting approval is natural,
It connects us to others.
but identity is personal.
If we lose our values for approval, we may gain applause, but lose peace.
Maybe the goal is not to stop caring completely,
Maybe the goal is balance
to care about the right opinions.
and protect our core identity.
Now we'd like to hear from you.
Have you ever changed yourself for approval?
And if so, what did you learn?
Share your thoughts in the comments.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like the video.
Subscribe to the channel for more English listening practice and meaningful conversations.
Thank you for spending your time with us.
See you in the next episode.